Show. Welcome to another episode. I'm so happy to have all of you here watching the Women's Spirit Show. I'm your host, Elizabeth Ocean. And in this show, we are giving you the tools and the insights to rise into your most radiant life. I'm so excited to be joined by this incredible woman. Before I introduce her, just Dawn, thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you for having me. I'm so grateful to have been along this journey with you.
It's an incredible journey, and there are so many women leaders who are speaking alongside Dawn in the Women's Spirit upcoming retreat. It's an online retreat. We're going to tell you about it in a little bit, but first of all, we're going to hear from Dawn, and I want to introduce this incredible woman to you. So Dawn Rishárd is an international love and relationship expert, which is so needed on the planet today. She's the host of the Wake Up to Real Love podcast, and she's a dancer extraordinaire, which we all know of. Her talk on the Women's Spirit Retreat is Your Sacred Heart, the journey back to love with or without a partner, which is so special. Dawn, thank you so much for being on the show. I'm so happy that you're here.
I'm so happy to be here. And just so y'all know, about an hour ago, Elizabeth and I were talking, and I was crying my eyes out.
And this is the journey of spiritual teachers and leaders in our world, is that they're doing their work. They're here doing their work. And I'm so glad that you called that out, Dawn, because there's a reality, like when women get online and they see spiritual teachers and leaders, they think, oh, it's not possible for me to be like her. She's got something special that maybe I don't have. Maybe she never feels anything. And I
Oh my
love
God.
our community. We're bringing it back to real, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. I feel like women, we put on this, I say, this mask, I'm fine, I wear a smile, I'm fine. And yet we got the shit hitting the fan left and right in our homes, with our kids, with our spouses, through our divorce, I mean, through our businesses. I mean, so many things are going on, and we just act like we have it all together. And so that's why this is so important, that we talk about the realities of our lives.
That is the real raw truth. And I am so glad that you opened with that, because it's just like it normalizes it. Like
Yeah.
we all have shit hitting the fan
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah.
And we normalize it and we go, oh, it's okay to. It's part of our experience and our human journey. So,
Yeah.
yes. Tell everybody a little bit more about the work that you do as a spiritual leader.
Well, this was the journey. Like, I spent, 2 decades helping couples heal their marriages, and helping people deal with childhood drama and trauma and current drama and trauma. And, these are all hard things. And we've basically been taught to suppress our emotions, because not very many people know how to process them or express them in healthy and constructive ways. So we hold all this stuff in. And I did in my marriage, even though I was doing this work and I tried to express along the way, but there was so much hurt and heartache that I just shut myself down. And so when I was married for 27 years, and I chose to get divorced, sadly. I mean, sadly, because I wanted to stay married. But we just did not have a healthy, and we did not have a healthy relationship. And so I realized that all the work, which is what I share, starts with you.
Mhm.
And that's why I started my podcast. And every single person that I interview on my podcast, and every person that I've talked to, and all the people that are speaking at the retreat, are speaking about the struggles that they went through, the challenges that they have, and how they overcome them, so that they can come to this place of love and acceptance for ourselves and whatever we're dealing with, whatever chaos we're dealing with around us. So
Yeah,
this is part of that, normalizing our human experience, even though we're divine souls trying to
exactly.
make our way in this humanity.
Totally. And sometimes it feels like, I love that we get to turn our challenges into the gold that really is
Yeah.
for our lives, because it can feel overwhelming at times to be on the path and to just be like you said, like it's just like overwhelming, isolating, all the things. And we
Yeah.
come around and we know that this is part of the journey.
It's interesting, because my favorite book growing up, I mean, as an adult, was The Alchemist
Mhm.
by Paulo Coelho. And it was like, you take the iron, and you refine it and refine it and refine it, and it turns into a diamond. It's the same substance. And that's how we are. Like, we're all diamonds in the rough, perfect, whole, and complete. But we, have this kind of chaos and messiness that we have to deal with. And so it's how do we learn to process and deal with all of this stuff, and just continually grow and evolve and become better and better versions of ourselves, and share our light and share our love, and connect with others and help serve humanity and help everybody rise to their highest potential.
So true. And I really feel that we're doing that with the Women's Spirit Retreat.
Yes.
Yvette will tell you all about it in a few minutes, but that's coming up. Like, we're doing that. Like, we're really coming together to heal and to serve one another. And I'm really excited about the event. What would you say to women who are trying to refine themselves? What you went through was so challenging, and
It
it would
was.
a lot of courage to make that choice. So what would you say to a woman who's struggling with that, whatever choices she's making right
Yeah, I mean, I struggle with the choice to stay or leave in my marriage, because I valued I honored and valued the vows that I took, and yet here I was suffering, suffering, suffering. And it's like, we have suffering in our lives, but do you choose to stay suffering? And I just thought, this is not, if God's looking at me right now, God, creator, source, goddess, whatever you want to call it, I don't think we were created to live a horrible life. I think we were created to thrive and to experience all the beauty and wonder and joy and, fun possibilities that the world, has to offer us. And so, we have the power to create something new. And I think that so many times, and I did myself, I felt like a victim. I'm a victim of his bad behavior. I'm a victim of his mistreatment. I'm a victim of, oh, I'm stuck in this thing that is not fulfilling for me. I just felt like I just kept getting, beat down and beat down. It's like, what kind of life do you want to live? How do you want to feel in your life? And for me, I have three kids, two sons and a daughter, 21, 23, and 25. And I thought, if I don't give myself permission to be happy, then I'm basically showing my kids that they need to sacrifice their own happiness in their relationships too. And I was like, that's BS.
now?
That's a bad belief system.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we all deserve to live a lives that are meaningful for us and that bring us a sense of joy and fun and connection and freedom and all the things that make us light up. I mean, that's what this is about.
Agreed, 100%. It's so true. And you're living that as an example. And then you bring this into the work that you do, and it's so powerful. And I'm really excited to continue to learn from you through your soul talk. So, everyone, the Women's Spirit Retreat is coming up. Our speakers, 25 incredible speakers from around the world who are spiritual leaders and transformational wellness coaches and advisors, they're coming to teach you all. And Dawn is doing a soul talk as part of this, and I'm so excited about it. So tell everybody a little bit more about your soul talk.
So my soul talk is called Your Sacred Heart, the journey back to love, with or without a partner. Because in my journey, I didn't even realize what I was doing at the time, because I was just fumbling my way through it. Even though I had all the, counseling experience and stuff, I helped a lot of people through their journeys. And I was like, oh God, now I have to do my own journey. And so it's really, I mean, of course, I was influenced by my Catholic roots, and Mary was a huge, impactful, beautiful, spiritual woman, um, symbol of compassion and acceptance and love and kindness and all the things that we want to receive from other people. But I learned that I needed to give it to myself as well,
Yeah.
and I think that so many of us women, we're so good at giving, 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 but we're not so good at receiving and or giving to ourselves. And so I feel like I'm here to bust this paradigm of, hey, it starts with you.
Absolutely. I love that you're busting the paradigm and bringing women, like ushering women into this new era where they don't have to sacrifice themselves anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I felt like I sacrificed a lot. And I know that many women do in order to accommodate and please everybody else. But it's like, why aren't my needs important? Why aren't my wants, wishes, dreams, and desires valid?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so we have to learn to validate ourselves
Yeah,
and value ourselves and do the things that bring us joy. Because when we show up in our greatest joy and our purpose and our sense of love and, compassion and all the things, like we shine the light to help other people, you know, raise up as well. And we've done that in this group with each other. It's like we rise by lifting others, and we also have to lift ourselves.
exactly. And it starts with ourselves. We can't just lift everybody else up and be of service because then we're depleted. So it truly
Correct.
with ourselves. And, that's why we created the Women's Spirit Retreat, everybody, is because we want to provide you all with resources to lift yourself from within. So this event is so incredible. 25 spiritual teachers from around the world connecting with you all online so you can join from anywhere. And what's really precious about it is it's all done live. So all of the sessions live and
What?
I know, right? Live and in real time with the speakers. And it's also interactive. So there'll be opportunities for you to connect with the speakers and network and dive deep. So powerful. So I'm really excited about this retreat. It's an online retreat for your soul. The Women's Spirit Retreat is July 17th. We have a kickoff session. So 17th through the 20th, you can design your perfect schedule however you want it. And this event is so valuable. We could charge hundreds or even thousands of dollars for it, but we all decided let's make it free. Let's make it totally accessible so that no woman gets left behind on her journey towards her higher purpose. So it
Yes.
is totally free, everybody. All you have to do is go to Women's Spirit Retreat. There's two S's in a row. Let me type it in here for you. womenspiritretreat.com. Put your name and email address in and get yourself a free, completely free seat at Women's Spirit Retreat. So the link for that may be here in the chat. It also will be in the description for this video. And if you're watching this on one of Dawn's platforms in her Facebook group or her feed, go to the comments and find Dawn's link and register with that link. So get yourself there, whatever you do, get yourself to the Women's Spirit Retreat online, join us, get yourself registered, and it's going to make a big difference for the breakthrough that you're waiting for, the kind of breakthroughs that Dawn has been talking about. So, Dawn, what would you say to anybody who's kind of like thinking, hey, maybe I should check this event out?
I just made a post and I said, transform your mind, body, heart, and soul. Your soul will be happy you did it.
Totally. Like we need each other and we need
Yeah.
events. This is one thing that I've really been aware of over my experiences. We need events like this to help to connect us and up level us to wherever it is that we're going next. Events are so powerful.
Well, and I think too, so many of us, even if we're connected in the outside world, at home we feel isolated and alone, especially if you're in a bad relationship or, I mean, there are other circumstances, but whatever. We tend to isolate ourselves and say, oh, I can do it. I'm strong. I'm superwoman, because that's what we've been conditioned to do. And so it's really a beautiful network of support and people who can see you and honor you and relate with you and your struggles so that we all can feel like, oh, okay, if she got this, I can get this. If
But
she did it, I can do it.
yeah, we can see each other and we can see ourselves and our journeys in
Yes,
each other. That's so
right,
beautiful. Oh,
right.
I love this. Well, I'm really excited and honored to have you speak on the Women's Spirit Retreat and be one of our incredible leaders. Everybody's going to be so blessed by you and the wisdom
Thank
of
you.
it. I'm really thrilled and really honored.
It's been a blessing to be in this vortex with you, Elizabeth, and all the
Oh,
other beautiful women.
thank you for saying that. Yeah, we've been behind the scenes, everybody, for 3 months creating this event for you, and we're bringing it to you. It's so special. There's nothing out there quite like it. Women's
Yeah.
Spirit Retreat. Come and join us, womenspiriretreat.com. Make sure you grab yourself a seat. It's free. So bring a sister, a friend, a mom, a colleague, a client, bring somebody else to it. Like share that link and say, hey, I'm going to this event. You probably want to join.
Yeah. And even if you can't make all of the talks, pick a few, whatever resonates with you and, speaks to your heart, which I talk about, listening to your heart. Actually listen to your heart. The things that make it happy, then that's for you.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's so beautiful. And yeah, there will be talks that you can take in that just might be go like, oh yeah, my heart. What does your heart want you to know? Or what is your heart saying here? And go to that. And then of course, those of you who want to own the entire retreat, all the replays and a bunch of incredible bonuses that our speakers are giving to VIPs, you can purchase it. It's a super low price. So you'll see that on the page after you register. So you can grab VIP and contribute to the continuation of your soul's journey and to charity, which is wonderful as well. So we all have hearts that want to give.
Yeah.
So join us, everybody, Women's Spirit Retreat. Dawn, what do you want to wrap everybody up with
Come
today?
on, come on. I I love to give hugs. Like it drives my kids nuts. But everywhere I go, I give hugs because we want to feel held and cared for and supported. And by you doing this, investing your time and energy, it's like you are hugging yourself and really valuing and honoring who you are and what you want more of in your life. So come give yourself a hug. Come join the retreat.
Yay, I can't wait, Dawn. It's going to be amazing. I just want to say thank you again for joining the show, for speaking on the event, and for being here with me today.
Thanks for having me, beautiful Elizabeth. I love you.
I love you too. I can't wait for the I was going to say next week. I can't wait for like 2 days from now when
Two
the
days.
it's so exciting.
Tomorrow.
Um,
Tomorrow, kickoff night.
Kickoff night is tomorrow, everybody, depending on when you're watching this, July 17th. We are kicking off Women's Spirit Retreat. Go to Women's Spirit Retreat or click the link wherever you can find it, wherever you're watching this, and join us. It's going to be an incredible emergence for your heart and for your soul. Thanks again, Dawn.
We'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody. Thank